Hey guys, so I'm just going to talk through the investigation that we did in psychology. So it was called Music and Memory, and essentially what we were testing is how well song lyrics can be stored in and then retrieved from human memory. So it's all got to do with our cognition, which are our thoughts, our memory, our perceptions, stuff like that. So the aim of the study is to compare memory performance for song lyrics, which is verbal information that they are presented with and without music. The aim is to find out if song lyrics can be remembered better if they are sung. Alright, so we listened to the song Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds by the Beatles. That has some pretty abstract lyrics. So the whole class came in and I gave you all a random ID number that was also color coded. This randomly allocated you guys into two groups. So the first group listened to the song on play with music as well, and the second group heard me just talking the lyrics, which is called spoken word. All right, so there's our consent form. All right, so this is just a summary of all the things you guys did. So after you listened or heard the song, you had to write down as many lyrics as you possibly could, and then we scored that out of 182. The next thing, this is the scoring sheet. So this shows you what words got what points. And remember, for those that did the scoring, if you got the whole line correct, you got an additional 5 points added to your score. The next thing that people participated in was the distraction task. Now, I didn't call it this, but this is exactly what it was. So a distraction task is not scored. It has no real purpose aside from trying to distract you from holding on to song lyrics, okay? So people were asked to circle the odd numbers on their paper for 10 minutes. Then you guys went through a series of questionnaires. So this one is called the cued recall test. So the cued recall test gave you lyrics and then you had to answer whatever the word was, and then that was scored as well out of 8. Okay, the recognition test gave you the question and then 4 options, and you just had to recognize which one you thought was the best option. The next one is a memory questionnaire. So this one was looking at how well you thought you actually remembered things, okay? And so to do that, you just marked on a line where you thought you sat. So that's all that you guys filled out on the day. Now, when we're going to look at the data, which you're not going to be doing until the proposals are finished, is that you need to be selecting only one piece of data to look at. So part of your proposal, which I'll talk about in my next video, is looking at what data you're choosing to look at, okay? So you're going to need to look at, if you're choosing an experimental group, you're going to be looking at the randomly allocated groups, so the spoken word and the sung lyric, whatever the sung lyric and spoken lyric group. But if you're choosing to do quantitative observational, then you might want to choose something like age. You can look at the difference between the 16-year-olds and the 15-year-olds in the class, if we had any, or the 17-year-olds in the class, but I don't think we had that either. You could look at the difference between the musically trained and the musically untrained and their scores. So there's lots of scope to actually do different investigation designs if you want, and there's no right or wrong investigation design to do here. It's your choice, your group's choice. The third way you could do this is with the focus group. So I don't have the questions on here, they are on sector, but the focus group looks at what everyone was saying in words. So you would do a content analysis of that instead of doing your mean and median and mode, and then you don't have to do a hypothesis either, which is pretty cool. So that's up to you guys to decide. I just wanted to take you through what we did on the day. There is video footage of the performance, but it's on my phone and you need to watch it directly from my phone. So you'll need to get in touch with me as soon as possible if you need access to that. All right, guys, I'll see you in my next video.